Okay, now I'm muted. I'm muted. Hello, yeah. Haven't streamed lately, but I want to play with this thing, and I just don't want to sit on my own and have things happening. But I'd rather, record or stream or whatever. I've made 3 patches with this guy. It's current. It's recently updated. It's pretty good for bass, and naturally there's like I've mentioned in the video, subsampler. Sub is good for layering for basses. Sampler can be all sorts of stuff, and there's a pretty nice library of ready samples. There's granular, wavetable. Yeah, I talk too much. I've made total 1, 2, 3, 4 bass presets. Okay, this is a bit too high. Kind of like that. This is C3. Yep. Another one. Some of these are way too low, and like, yeah, I don't follow the same octave, I just do whatever works. Kind of gritty stuff. But yeah, that's why I like it, honestly. The last one was, which one? Morphing Wobble, I think, this guy. Yeah. Let's go with the same. That is kind of why it's morphing. But also, I think, actually, you know what? I've linked this macro to cut off LFO, and LFO is linked to the pitch. Okay, whatever. Let it be the way it is. I'm not gonna mess with that. Instead, I'm going to initialize the preset. Let's go lower. Let's remove fundamental. Let's add some sub-sampler. Octave lower. Kind of like when it's that low, but also cleaner. In this case, we have to have higher note for sure. Now maybe that's a bit too low. Yeah. Start with that one. 3 partials. Level, okay, and soft clipping. Looks a bit like Serum. Yeah, it is very much like Serum, but there are some specifics in here. First of all, like wavetables, normal stuff. You have your wavetables, you can import some. Let's actually import something. Where do I have Glork tables? Yeah, there's a guy named Glork Glunk who made a lot of wavetables. Let's try and import something. Slice instrument, slice, import existing wavetable. Yeah, that is gonna be it. And let's drop some LFO onto, say, position. Let's make the position go all the way up. Already kind of some cool stuff. Yeah, the main upside of this synth is the way. Actually, let's Fundamental is off. Okay, yeah, we removed fundamentals. Good. The main upside of this synth is, especially when you're working with bass, yeah, the sub section. You can add the tune. I don't like it. It kind of wobbles a little bit in a weird way. I don't want to do that in between specific partials. There's some modulation. Main stuff, direct out. If you know you won't be, playing with filters or equalizers in sub range, you can route it to straight, not being affected by any of that, just straight to the output. I'm not sure yet. There is a bunch of spectral and other kind of harmonic changes that you can do to that. But for me, having already a dedicated sub oscillator where you can tweak just the harmonics, because usually you go with a sine wave, and then to add some harmonics to the sub, you have to use either JS Inflator. I'm not sure which harmonics it adds. It just sounds kind of fuller, more interesting, or some other situation, but then some of those situation plugins mess up the loudness of the main harmonic, like the main part. And then you have to play around and do all sorts of other weird stuff to compensate for that. But yeah, here it's very straightforward. You have volume here, or loudness, or whatever. You have separate volume for harmonics. And then, oh, there's knock. That's also interesting. Let's play with this envelope a bit. Well, I know I'm kind of sidetracking to what I wanted to do originally, but bear with me. Okay, this sounds pretty good already, as is, but we will mess with that a little more. Yeah, you can drive the sub, but that's kind of... The very fundamental frequency stays, I think, at the same level, roughly. Yeah. But then it starts feeling different in terms of punch. So he got it. Huh. Yeah, I did. Because of some guy shamelessly shilling this thing to me, I got it. So yeah, there we go. Thank you, by the way. Just saying. And the knock thing is kind of cool because you can make kick-like sounds with that. Without it, it kind of makes it, pitch shift at the very attack point of the sound, making it sound like a psytrance kick or something like that. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, let's get back to this guy. The main upside for me, like thing that I love the most, is this part. These are full effects. These are pretty dope, each one of them on their own. But also you can basically do something like, I don't know, let's go with the OTT, which is fuse compressor, and you can kind of pick the classic OTT, slightly, make it dry wet. Sounds a little better. Good. Fine. I don't mind it. Also the amplitude envelope. Let's change it like that, probably. I think we can do shorter stabs now. something like that. But then we can kind of like vital, serum. This is cool, but they have one of each effects, and you cannot duplicate them. Cannot, you know, you can switch the routing of the effects, but you can't have more than one instance of the same effect. Which is kind of limiting because what I usually do with bases is like have this thing, have OTT, then let's go into, I don't know, some sort of a, probably Morphic, the best for that. And let's, I don't know, modulate the morph with the envelope. Oh, and that's not all, because it's 18 dB. Let's go to 36 dB, and let's scale this thing further. Kind of some sort of movement. Let's introduce even more movement. Let's go and do another Morphic. Find some weird, wonky shit like that. Let's go for 36 dB for maximum kind of effect, and increase the scale as well. Okay, it's very much calm-like. Maybe something else. What the hell? Ooh. I like this one, but there's a little bit too much movement over here. Maybe somewhere around this part. Kind of like that. Again, scaling. Okay, now let's go for distortion, because, like, why the hell not? We have a little bit of squash, we have a little bit of drive, we probably link them and kind of soft clip. Some weird bass is already happening. Don't forget to switch modulation to bipolar. Why? Why would I do that? It's envelope. It's not like an LFO. I mean, for LFO, yeah, sure. Switching to bipolar is cool, but for envelope, I don't know. It's alright. Yeah, we can already work with that and, yeah, do some wonky stuff. Because this is not the main... Feels weird a little bit. Maybe I should get rid of this release. But yeah, there's kind of something happening. I don't know. Yeah, generally speaking, you go for that, but also, I don't want to mess with macros at the moment, because macros are cool when you then later on play with this play view, etc., etc. But I don't think I will do that very often. Let's go back to the wavetable and see if we can mess it further. Mess it up. Unisons. And let's go to the sampler. We don't have any noise. We have a little bit of noise from the wavetable itself. By the way, we don't use any filters. I mean, it's already kind of sounding pretty interesting. Maybe we don't have to have a filter, but then filter can add additional movement thing. Especially there are some morphing filters. Scatter. I don't even know what that is. Okay, this is weird as hell kind of movement, but hey, why not? Let's try it. Maybe some LFO, just in case. And then, yeah, then we go to matrix. I think we can switch it to, yeah, kind of like that. Oh, that should be interesting. One thing that I'm missing in comparison to Serum, there is no drive or fat or whatever it was called on the filter itself. Not every filter in Serum has that, but it kind of helps sometimes. And we can go and mess the cutoff as well. Resonance is not crazy here. I mean, at least in this specific filter. Maybe there are some like way more harsher things in here. I don't know. But yeah, this is kind of decent. And with key tracking. I don't know, I never like the spread effect on the filter. It's like, it's just, I don't think that's a good idea for whatever reason. It feels just wrong the way the position changes. But yeah, the rest of it is pretty good. Rhythm, I guess. Let it be, let's call it a rhythm bass. It's not rhythm bass, honestly, it's just some wonky, weird sounding one. But yeah, let's save it. Weird bass. And it's bass, and what kind of bass that is. Harmonic bass, no. It's wobble bass, yeah, kind of wobble, I guess. Let it be, just that. Okay, I should rename this one. I have to have my naming convention set right. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. We have this. Okay, now let's go for something more, I don't know, traditional, more like stab-like sounding. Okay, the wavetable itself, there's a lot of existing ones. You don't always have to, import something. Let's modulate everything with just envelope, because why not? Not the other way around. I always mess it up. Wow, this is already like super duper simple, but I like how it sounds. Spread is good, you just need to mono the lows. I mean, I can direct out, but it's not this. Okay, let me save this session real quick. Let me just get back to that weird bass. Okay, now the subsampler will go direct out. I mean, maybe it's kind of useful in some cases, and especially maybe with some automation or something like that. I don't know. I just don't like how it sounds. Just yeah, generally. Uh, so sorry. No spread for you, my friend. Use hybrid filter for that. Okay, let's try on this base. Let's go for hybrid filter. What I like about hybrid filter is this follower thing, automation thing. It's kind of like also we should model those because like the sub thingy. Yeah, by the way, each of the, or not each, most of the effects have this low crossover thing, which is pretty dope. You just enable it and that part of the sound is gone from processing. It's just like is being ignored. So that is cool. Funny thing, this filter actually goes really well, but nah, it's still not kind of peaking super duper resonating. But yeah, okay, let it be, whatever. I just don't find the nah, sorry, the spread just doesn't work for me. It's like no, not my thing. Okay, now let's go and OTT the hell out of it. Where's the fuse compressor? OTT, classic OTT. I think the low band, we can kind of disable it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a little bit of less recovery. Not recovery, what's it called? Decay. Okay, now distortion. Because why not? Now let's go with smooth, but to stage. Yeah. Okay, squash doesn't quite work here well. Now some slight morphic hue movement, but like very, I don't know. I want this thing to go here and this thing to go there, so that they kind of like, yeah, do this. It's very easy. Boom. Maybe make it even longer. Kind of like this, I guess. Now scale it a bit. And maybe go the other way around then. Nice. Another distortion, just to, you know, kind of polish it. Wave shifter is really abused. I mean, yeah, it is. It's good. I can't quite explain what specifically it does, but it's something in between the it's frequency shifter, but it's not fully mixed. And then it creates this like ripple, weird wobble kind of effect with the feedback or whatever it is. It's like there's a lot of stuff in there, but I don't know. It's weird, but it's cool at the same time. In this case, it feels like AM pretty much, or FM. No, FM. Yeah, most likely. Tuned. Can we tune it to some specific note? Also, I think if we have it at 0, we might be able to modulate it with the key. That could be cool. Yeah! Look, that's pretty dope. And whatever key we're playing, it's gonna be synchronized. This is good. This is very good. Spread. Well, maybe here it's kind of cool, but again, if not overdone. Now we're going into the delay realm, and it's kind of even more wonky. I don't know how to explain what specifically it does. It just does something related to some frequency modulation, and then there's feedback that gets into that. And yeah, it's weird, but it makes those wobbly, cool sounds, and I like it. Slide detune where the detune is. I have no clue. Randomize offset its modulation part. This is like the way it's gonna move, pretty much. Oh, let's make it move, whatever. the resonance gets louder and louder. So yeah, I'm gonna tune back the feedback. Or maybe just get rid of it altogether. Oh, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but let it be. Let it be that way. Let's go for another fuse compressor, because why not? OTT, boom. The lowest stuff is around, what can I see the... Come on, where's the frequency? Gross, okay. 200 something, let it be. Okay. Another distortion. Look, I'm not even messing with the distortion types. It's just, slight sort of saturation. No, the knob on the frequency just slightly to the left from minute modulation. Yeah, okay, I missed that. Sorry, maybe next time. I find this resonance a bit annoying. We don't have filters here. No. Where the hell is the rest of the resonance? Okay, that's quite a bit of compression and distortion happening. Probably let's go like this. Yeah. Okay, let's do it bit by bit then. Scaling back a little. Wave shifter. Kind of gives some movement, let it be. Fuse, compressor, another one without it. Yeah, maybe I should... Yeah. Let's go to 3 bands too, maybe. Sounds good. Distortion. Now let's look for some interesting types. Probably with sample rate, I don't know. Kind of like this one. Maybe driving a little less, but then... Okay, and another distortion just to roll it off a little bit. I'm tempted to go for some reverb shenanigans or delay. Let's see, whatever. Yeah, exactly. You just wrote about the delay thing. Damn, I kind of like it. Hello there. Thanks for joining. I'm just, fooling around with current at the moment and yeah, still figuring some things out, but also trying to make some at least semi-useful bass sounds that I would later on use in some of the tracks. Damn, I kind of like it. I think I should actually put the subsampler to direct out though. What if I'll have this as a direct out, but I also want to have some sort of a sine wave, which would be the second oscillator and also go through all that weird routing and whatnot. Yeah, being able to dial in the loudness of this thing separately from the, sub, it's kind of cool. Let's also, yeah, do that. Good. I kind of like it. I'm gonna save it. The morning I woke up dead. Oh man, catched you live. I've been doing some bass work today. 260 and gated. I'm not sure what you mean, but okay. Thanks for joining. What is 2600? What is that? I'm not familiar with the thing. I guess something related to bass, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Anybody suggest a name for this thing? I'm bad at naming stuff. Might as well ask ChatGPT or something. It has some sort of a feedback, not feedback, delay. I don't know how to call it. Tail. Base with tail. Whatever. Hey. Tail. Fine. Let's go for that. And I want to base with a tail. Morphing wobble. Okay, I'll just go grab these things, copy them, and save it in my folder somewhere. Just that. Close enough, but not this one. Patches, current. Yay. Replace. Ta-da! Good. Let's initialize preset. I think I have time. Buzzy. Damn, dude, I love it. I'm gonna save it this way. That's way more interesting. Buzzy. Young. Okay. Let's totally name it. Need to make a lot of breaks. Yep, that's true. That's true. Breaks and bases are like very much go together. They go together well, let's call it that way. Especially when the breaks are, you know, taking the break from making bases. Okay. This is the same thing. This is the same. Yes, 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 good. Can get rid of that. And let's go initialize. Back to square one. Octave, turn off the fundamental. Subsampler, turn it on. Partials, again, back to 3. I don't know why I love the sub when it has 3 partials the most. Sounds good. This time, maybe the wavetables. I'm thinking. Maybe let's play with these modes or something. That is the thing. Oh, no. Remove. Let's go and drop an LFO here. Make it go all the way back and forth. And see how it sounds like. Yo! I like it from the get-go. It's kind of simple, but this could be an interesting way. With more voices and possibly several octaves lower. You had some new stuff released. It sounds good. Thank you. I personally like some of the tracks there on that release, but some of other ones I don't like as much. It's a collab. There's a bit of back and forth as always. Overall, it turned out pretty decent. There's a good amount of effort went into it, and yeah, I like how it's got released and how it gets received so far. Imagine if Sub Oscillator was Saw Oscillator. Tineidae would faint. That is a possibility. A sub as a saw triangle possibly, but saw. Actually, look, I'll turn off. The maximum amount of partials we can get is 8. There's a chance it's enough to make a. Okay, it's not a saw. It's probably going to be some sort of a organ or that kind of thing. Yeah, but nah. 3 is good enough, thank you. And kind of like in that sort of proportion. Do we have a direct out? No, we don't. But we don't have any filters. We should. Oh. Okay, that is a full thing. Makes with okay. It's evening. It's kind of the time when also that's a solid start. Let's say it that way. We have this guy. I want it to be more resonant, kinda. Good. But also I want another filter. This one will be some sort of a notch or maybe formant or something. I'm stupid. I haven't routed sub. Okay. Maybe we should also use some noise sample. There are really great noises. Like, seriously, I'm kinda... Yeah, I'm wondering where they got the ideas for those. It's like blue noise, brown noise, all the vinyl stuff, white noise, it's like, you know, white with crackle. Okay, let's go with vinyl hum, and then figure out some sort of a... Okay, this is actually pretty cool. I'm using this LFO here as well, just because it's kind of sounds good. Maybe though the other way around, kind of like that. Nah, should be something in the middle though. Okay, this should be better. Now, and all that is set up just to have something decent before we hit effects. This looks like Vital, same developer. No, it's a different developer. It's not Vital. It's Vital is free though. This thing costs quite a bit originally. Now it's half the price at the moment, which is a decent price for what this thing can do, in my opinion. But still, if you have Vital and are used to Vital, I'm not sure this will be so much better, but a little bit better for sure, because all these effects can be any of the existing effects and not just like static and Vital. I usually don't watch any lives of making music because the workflow materials I like. Thanks. It's not music. I'm just trying to figure out some interesting sounds and, you know, playing with a new synthesizer that I don't really fully know. I mean, I don't know any synthesizer fully, I guess, because all of them have their small details that are hard to pick. But yeah, I'm trying to develop some sort of a workflow with this synth, and so far it kind of works. Okay, there's gonna be 200 hertz, pretty big notch, and it's gonna be static. Or maybe it might move. No. We also will have, yeah, this guy. And this guy will move probably with the LFO. Or maybe with an amplitude. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We don't have morphing yet. So there we go. The resonance, is there any sort of a, okay, we can do it like that. Now the amplitude will decide the morphing position, which is like, this is full, this is nothing. And we're gonna have it like that. Oh, and the amplitude is not, god damn it, I haven't done anything to the amplitude itself. Maybe it shouldn't be amplitude per se. Maybe it should be a separate kind of envelope. Let's leave the amplitude where it is. Yeah. $909. Oh, okay. My god, there's a lot of stuff happening in the chat. Give me a sec. Sarge, this is one of the synthesizers that I like. I respect people who know that really well, because I don't know, maybe it's the UI or maybe something else. I find it hard to like properly understand. There are things that I understand, which is the signal flow, the effects, etc., etc. But when I'm trying to make something that I'm used to making in, say, Vital, I just can't make it work in Surge for I don't know what specific reason, but it's hard. So, dude, much respect. I can't do that. But yeah, Surge XT is a pretty versatile synthesizer as well. And yeah, free is the best kind of price. I agree with that. Wouldn't mind buying lines and MS-20s. Okay. I don't actually know about those. The more expensive VSTI is, the better and warmer it sounds. Dude, stop. Stop about the expensiveness of VSTI. 909 is the orange. Yeah, that's true. Okay, caught up with the chat. Back to finishing this thing, and I'll have to finish the stream as well. Okay, envelope. This one. Let's call it envelope 2, and it's going to be short, but long enough for this modulation to actually work. Boom, like that. And we're gonna do it like this. Now I'm curious. Can I modulate the curve of this thing with some other LFO or, I don't know, macro or something like that? Let's go for LFO. Let's make it slow. Let's make it like 4 bars or something. And let's go into matrix because I'm afraid I'm not being able to drag it there. LFO 4 will modulate the envelope to, hey, okay, envelope 2. Yeah, we have it. Release curve, attack curve, decay curve. I think it's decay curve. Let's check it. Okay, that might not be it. Or maybe we're modulating it way too much. Maybe let's go the other way around. Yeah, that is the thing. Okay, I get it. I get it now. That's the right thing, but the LFO restarts with each note, so we have to change the properties of it. Rate, randomize, level, fade in, phase. Okay, trigger, there it is. Free, one shot, let's go for free. Okay, what if we, I don't know, say, do it like that and play and see if it works. Okay, that's not what I thought it should be. Fine. Let's go then for macro in that case, macro 1. Yeah, probably. Kind of like that, but probably needs to be dialed down a bit more. Yep, this is it. That's kind of what I wanted here. The visualization kind of sucks because you don't see this curve actually being changed via macro. But hey, at least I know it does what it should. Maybe decrease the amount of modulation. Good. Well, let's go for some distortion. Just a few of these. Linked together, 2-stage but smooth. What if? This thing doesn't add a whole lot of movement, so we go in parallel. The sub-oscillator. We'll go to the filter number 2, and the rest of the stuff, but not the sub, will go to the filter number 1. Already sounds better, but then I'm gonna go into some morphing, I don't know, like this. And it morphs also. Okay, we're getting somewhere, but it's not really... Yeah, I think we need some noise. And that noise should be louder than that. Go with this. We take part of it, just probably somewhere around here. Increase the loudness. Possibly we modulate the oscillator A from the noise with whatever amount. Okay, this thing gets more gets higher in the pitch the further the LFO goes, right? Yeah. So we will use the same LFO for the modulation. It still has the tonal part. But it's kind of more noisy. I like it. A little more mids. That's a good idea, honestly. Let's go and do that. Wavetables. We don't have another wavetable. We can just use that and make it into a sort of a triangle-ish. No, we don't have triangle here. Okay, we do have triangle. Let's add another morphic hue and kind of bump up the mids. Just like, I don't know. It's a bit too broad, kind of like that. 6, let's go by 12. I kind of like the sound. It's a bit strange for the bass. It's not... I'm not sure I would use it as a bass. No, I would. This... Dude. Fuck. I like that. No, that's too loud. Damn, I like it. Okay, I'm saving it before I forget. Sounds like laser. Yeah, there's a bit of FM modulation. There's a bit of like weird stuff happening about it, but so far so good. Okay, and I'll have to finish the stream. Just let me quickly save it. Oh, great start to a tune. Possibly, I'm not sure. Linus from Audio Thing. Yeah. That's that thing. I'm not sure if it's... whatever, screw. There's a guy, Heinbach, who makes a whole lot of plugins together with Audio Thing. And those are quite interesting in my opinion. I'm not feeling all of them, but there are some very niche and very specific, which I don't think you can get the sound from anywhere else. I mean, you could just make the chain of similar parts of the effects and clump it up together, but the workflow and the whole design of it, kind of, yeah, it's pretty cool. Sounds like a... Yeah. Okay. Not getting distracted. I'm just saving. Let's call it laser bass. That's the good name for it, I think. Bass, save. Yep. I don't know. I did 4, 2, 3. I'm not sure how many sounds we made today, but that's already better than nothing. Thanks, guys, for joining, and I'm not sure. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow as well. Maybe. Not promising. Depends on how much time I have and if kids are behaving well. But yeah, I will likely continue with this thing. I like how it sounds, and I like what it can do. Good shit. Keep it up, guys. Have a good day. Have a good evening. See ya. Bye-bye.